Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about a trade rumor that has been centered around the Habs for a couple of days now. And yes, if you've been on Twitter lately, I'm sure you know what it is. It is the Trevor Zegras trade rumors. Your first thought might be, in what world would the Anaheim Ducks trade such a good player? And there's actually a couple of reasons. We're going to talk about that, but we're also going to talk about, is this a good fit for the Montreal Canadiens, and should we try and make a deal? Now, quickly before I get into the video, if you're new here and you do love Habs news, Habs rumors, Habs content, all of that good stuff, then I invite you to subscribe. I'm currently trying to hit 2,500 subscribers, and I would love to have you along for the ride. Now, without wasting any more of your time, let's get into the trade rumor. So just to give a bit more context on why Trevor Zegras might be traded, well, the Anaheim Ducks still have not given him a contract. They're sort of lowballing him, and they just might already have two centers that they value over Trevor Zegras. They have McTavish, and they just drafted Leo Carlsson. In their eyes, Trevor Zegras is flashy, he's a great player, but he might be expandable, and they might be able to get other assets in return. Now, why is he rumored to the Habs? Well, that is probably for three reasons. Reason number one is, well, we're the Montreal Canadiens. Everybody gets linked to the Habs. And because Cole Caulfield is on the team, a lot of people, including myself, would love to see those two reunited. Now, the second reason is because he's a young player with tons of potential, which we've seen, but a team is looking to trade him. Kent Hughes, that is the perfect move for him. And it seems like he likes to collect 2019 draft players. We got Cole Caulfield, Kirby Dach, Alex Newhook. Now let's add in Trevor Zegras. And finally, the third reason, well, Trevor Zegras is great. He's a flashy player, tons of skill, just what the Montreal Canadiens fan base needs. I know some people are still pretty salty that we didn't get Matvei Michkov, and although Trevor Zegras wouldn't completely fill that problem, he's a similar player, and you know what? I could see him doing really well here in Montreal. The fans would absolutely love him. Now, the bigger question is, what would it cost in a trade? I've seen a couple of suggestions on Twitter which either involved Kaiden guhle or Hutson, or 2 first-round picks, or a combination of all of those. And as much as I would love to see Trevor Zegras in a Montreal Canadiens uniform, I wouldn't give up Kaiden guhle, and I would not give up Hutson for him. I also would not give up the Montreal Canadiens 2024 first-round pick. I think that's going to be pretty valuable this year. So if I were the GM, this is what my price would be. Now, again, I am not a GM, so you could clown me in the comments, but this is what I would pay for Trevor Zegras. I'd start off with the Montreal Canadiens 2025 first-round pick, or the Calgary one / Florida one if you want to make it all confusing. And then I would add in almost any prospect that isn't one of our best defensive ones, aka David Reinbacher, Logan Mailloux, or Lane Hutson. Those ones I wouldn't touch. Other prospects, I could throw them in. Honestly, Trevor Zegras is better than any of them. And then if they need, they could have a vet thrown in, or a bag of pucks, whatever else they need, a couple other picks. But to me, next year's first round pick, any prospect that isn't one of the top 3 defensive ones, and literally any player on our team that is not part of our core. I admit, I am a very biased Habs fan. I think we all are. And to me, this seems kind of fair. And maybe to outside viewers, this is a complete joke. So don't take it too seriously. But honestly, Trevor Zegras at the Habs is something that might not have been thought of last year, but now it might look like an actual possibility. I think everyone would love to see Cole Caulfield and Trevor Zegras light it up together, and honestly would just make this team so much more fun to watch. Anyways, guys, that is going to be all for today's video. Let me know down in the comments what you think about this trade rumor. Is it a possibility that it actually happens? Let me know what you think. So if you did enjoy, don't be afraid to hit that like button and maybe even consider subscribing. Now, with that being said, I'll see you all next time. Take care.